Done with road trips for a while, the Lady Cougars return home for 13 straight games at Cougar Field. Join us as we go all access CSU Softball. The Lady Cougars came off the road streaking after 12 straight wins, freshly into the top 25 and big conference series staring them in the face.
12-game winning streak, Spartanburg's been good to us the last 2 years. I think we went up there last year, went 5-0. Went up there this year and went 4-0. Had a lot of people start hitting. And offensively, we finally got back in our groove of 12 games and we started hitting the ball out of the ballpark. We're starting to get people on base when we need to. Pitching has been absolutely phenomenal. We've thrown, Taylor and Christian Carr and Molly Russell have absolutely shut people down there in this 12-game winning streak. And if they can do that part, and we play a little bit of defense behind them, and we get back on track like we are right now in this 12-game streak, and hit. We're tough to beat.
Number 4 Armstrong visited Cougar Field on Wednesday for a top 25 PBC showdown. The Pirates got on the board first in the first inning. They put some separation between the two teams in the fourth as they added 3 more runs to lead 4-0. CSU didn't get in the run column until the 6th when Casey Gooch scored the first Lady Cougar run. It would be the only CSU run though, as Armstrong tacked on another in the 7th to take Game 1 5-1. It was much of the same in Game 2. Again, the Pirates scored first, this time in the second inning. As they did in the first game, 3 more runs scored in the fourth for Armstrong to open up a 4-0 advantage. Morgan Knight hit her first home run of the season in the 5th to put CSU on the board. However, the Pirates put the game away in the 6th with a 3-run double and earned the sweep with a 7-1 win.
They came in here 17-2 record, rolling. I think they've won 9 or 10 ball games in a row. If you know anything about Armstrong, they're going to do one thing well every year, and that's they're going to hit. And they had a bunch of hits on us, and a lot of them wasn't hard hit balls, but they don't strike out. They do a great job keeping the bat on the ball path, and they'll get them 2 or 3 little hits here and there, and then when the girls will turn on one and drive one in the gap somewhere, that's what they do, and we knew that's what they were going to do going in, and you got to try to find a way to stop them. Barnwell, the kid they've had for 4 years, she's as good as anybody in the country, and Armstrong came in here. We beat them here last year in the conference tournament, so I'm sure they had a little bit of statement they wanted to prove, and they did it. And for us to advance in postseason and that kind of, in the conference tournament or even in the region, if we make that, we got to beat Armstrong at some point in time.
The Lady Cougars returned to the field Sunday as they hosted Flagler. Scoreless in the 3rd inning of Game 1, Corey Waugh hit her conference-leading 12th home run of the season to give CSU a 2-0 lead. Morgan Knight then tacked on an insurance run with her 2nd home run in as many games in the 5th.
I'm just trying to swing at good pitches because lately I've been seeing the ball really good, but I'm just having bad pitch selection. So I just tweaked a little bit with my foot, and so I'm just seeing the ball better.
Molly Russell and the CSU defense took care of the rest as the Lady Cougars shut out the Saints and won 3-0.
Game 1, we had a good performance by Molly in the circle. She came out strong, firing. We had big hits. Mo and Corey got in action with the long balls, and it was just a good all-out performance, especially coming off Armstrong. We want to start off strong.
It didn't take long for the Lady Cougars to score in Game 2 as a throwing error allowed Corey Waugh to score in the 1st inning. Flagler scored its first run of the day in the 4th inning, even in the game at 1 with an RBI double. Still tied at 1 in the bottom of the 6th, Kristen Carr launched a solo shot to center field to put Columbus State in front 2-1. Molly Russell set the Saints down in order in the 7th to finish off the sweep.
Big win, 2 big wins for us. Flagler is a great Peach Belt team. They went to the World Series last year. They got a lot of pride, a lot of history. For them to come here to our field and sweep, that's huge. That's in a conference race after losing 2 against Armstrong to come back and take 2 from one of those kind of teams. is big. Every Peachtree game's tough, and Flagler comes here with a lot of history, and that's, I thought, you know, I can't ask for anything from kids. I thought Molly and Taylor both did a great job pitching, hit their spots, did what they needed to do. But I think most importantly, our defense was absolutely great. That's probably maybe the best defense we've played all year. We've made some great plays every so often, but from 1 through 7 for a doubleheader, that's probably the best our defense has been on entire year.
No, we had a big hit by K-Car. She came through again, which is, I mean, she always that threat every time she can take it deep, and it ended up being the winning run that we needed. And we just came out strong, and it was nice to get that sweep over a big rival.
It just shows you that we're a bunch of fighters, you know. We didn't let 2 losses get in the way. We came back in and fought back. So.
You know, we talked a lot about the first couple of weeks in February, talking about what our MO is going to be, what kind of identity we're going to have. I think we found it offensively. I don't think we've changed in the last 2 years. You know, we're going to keep doing what we're trying to do every game, and hopefully she'll miss a spot, and we'll make it pay with a home run.
Sunday was also a special day for CSU as they honored Larry Keys, the man who started the Columbus State softball program.
Larry Keys is, I met him when I first got here back in 2005, and I really started a really good relationship with him back in 2008, and I think a lot of Larry's helped me out on a lot of things about this program and the history of this program and the people in Columbus, the supporters, softball in Columbus, and he's helped me out tremendously getting involved and being associated with this program. What Larry done for he started this program, and this is his baby. I mean, this, you know, I refer to him as the godfather of CSU softball. I mean, they started from zero, and what Larry's done for all the players that he coached, but he also paved the way for the teams that the players that came after he retired, and we wouldn't be here talking today if it went for Larry Keys.
Winners of 14 of their last 16, the Lady Cougars will now host Fort Valley State on Tuesday and King College on Wednesday.
We got 3 games coming this week. We've played a bunch of games in a short amount of time, and we'll get 3 more in right here in the next 3 days, and then we'll kind of be able to shut it down for a couple of days off. But Fort Valley comes in here. Fort Valley, you know, last year, you know, they're athletic. They're so athletic. Don't know how to pitch them. They may miss 3 balls inside by a foot, and then the next one you throw in there, they may hit it out of the ballpark. They're so athletic in what they do. They can run the bases well. They usually play pretty good defense, so that's going to be a challenge here at home to beat them twice. And we got King coming in Wednesday night, and King made the NCAA tournament last year. They got their same pitcher back that they had last year. They're a good team, and they're going to swing the bats, and they're going to come down here. It's only a 1 game, but they're going to come in ready to play, and they want to pop us in our home field, and we got to be ready for their pitcher, and we got to be ready to play defense behind our pitcher against their hitters.
Final 3, 1, 2, 3, final.